Agriculture in Africa is the next big thing after the internet.
Agriculture in Africa is offering the youth of today lucrative career options. It's no longer hard labor.
Agriculture in Africa is our job creation engine.
Agriculture in Africa is the backbone of Africa.
Agriculture in Africa is the solution to youth unemployment.
Agriculture in Africa is the future.
Agriculture in Africa is shifting from challenge and difficulty to opportunity and prosperity.
Agriculture in Africa is getting sexier and sexier for the young people that participate in it.
Agriculture in Africa means food security.
Agriculture in Africa is as profitable or as unprofitable as governments and the private sector are going to make it.
Agriculture in Africa is the most important growing industry. It's the one that will drive everything else in terms of the development.
Agriculture is the only sector that can positively engage the youth to bring out their productivity and their efficiency in Africa.
Agriculture in Africa is exciting.
Agriculture in Africa is youth-led and technology-driven.
Agriculture in Africa is the backbone for economic development and food security.
Agriculture in Africa is life.
Agriculture in Africa is a gold mine that can provide quite sustainable livelihoods, not just in feeding the millions of Africa's youth, but also in creating the potential for wealth and transformation of the continent.
Agriculture in Africa is the key to economic transformation.
Agriculture in Africa is an important part of young people's mixed livelihoods, and we still need to understand more about what all that means.
For youth to be able to contribute to the economic development of the continent, they have to embrace agriculture.
Agriculture in Africa is a source of tremendous untapped potential for young people, for food production, and for the entire value chain of processing and marketing and products that can provide fantastic opportunities for young people.
Agriculture in Africa is critical to our survival as a continent, and it is something that we should all be committed to.
Agriculture in Africa is transformation of the continent.
Agriculture in Africa is full of potential, but it has an image problem.
Agriculture in Africa is the next big thing for young people to invest in.
Agriculture in Africa is fodder for growth, a great opportunity for us to collaborate on designing some really exciting innovations as to how to feed the continent and the world.
Agriculture in Africa is the best potential opportunity for many, many young people. And what's really important is that it moved from the status of a potential opportunity to becoming a real opportunity.
Agriculture in Africa is about to take off, and it's just a matter of time before Africa is the breadbasket of the world.
Agriculture in Africa is probably the biggest opportunity that this continent has. We have 60% of the global arable land, yet we produce less in sub-Saharan Africa than the whole of Thailand. In that lies great opportunities for us to not only feed the world and feed Africa, but also to create huge economic opportunities for young people and for Africans in general.
Agriculture in Africa is life.